So as you guys probably know, recently the Fisch update came out, and with it there were released 2 new rods, which were the Fabulous rod and also the Nicos Yarncaster rod. And probably the Nicos Yarncaster rod is probably one of the most annoying ones to get, because you actually have to solve riddles. So yeah, I'm gonna go over that in this video. For this, you will need to head to the depths, and over here, over this bridge, just go straight and you will see this tunnel. And if you go through there, you will enter the Crystal Cove, probably one of the most beautiful places in all of Fisch. And right here, you will have to place a chaotic enchant relic to open that trapdoor right there and to enter the music venue. So once you have done that, you should be right here. This is actually where you can get the Dusk Wire too, but I'm not gonna go over that in this video. But the main thing we want here is the crazy cat lady right here when you come down. So if you just talk to her, she's gonna give you a riddle that you have to solve. And what you have to do is you have to give her a fish with a mutation, and there are specific fish that she wants for each riddle. Also, there are gonna be 3 quests that you have to complete to get the Nicos Yarncaster rod. You actually do get the Nicos Yarncaster at the 2nd quest, but there is a bobber that you want, and that bobber actually buffs the Nicos Yarncaster. So yeah, let's get right on into it. So obviously the first thing you gotta do is speak to the crazy old cat lady and accept her quest. So if you accepted her quest, you will get one of these 4 or 5 quests. The first is in Glassbound Night, where starlight weaves, a galaxy swims beneath black seas. So for this you will actually need a shiny celestial koi, and the celestial koi you can get in Atlantis at the Sunken Depths pool, for which you I think need to do the trial of the Sunken Depths, so you gotta do that first. And then there is a quest, intricate patterns light the abyss below, reflections of art bathed in cerulean glow. For that you will need an Atlantean mosaic swimmer. Atlantean you will need to appraise or get the trident rod, and the mosaic swimmer you can find in the ethereal abyss, also in Atlantis. After that we have within Poseidon's storm, the void grows electric, weaving death's beauty through the darkest depths. So for this you will need an electric void angler. The void angler is the mythic from the Atlantean storm, which is above Atlantis, so you actually don't have to go into Atlantis. Just go to Grand Reef and then just keep going. And there's gonna be a little island that's gonna be the Atlantean storm. After that we have wings through sunlight, halos crown its fleeting flight, and angels skimming waves dancing with the light. That's gonna be shiny flying fish. A flying fish is a legendary from the ocean, which you can easily catch. And after that you will have an emperor among coral. It reigns with abyssal might, teeth, fins of terror, sovereign of the light. For that you will need an abyssal core emperor. You can get the abyssal enchantment from appraising, from the enchantment abyssal, and from the abyssal spectre rod. And the coral emperor you can fish as a legendary on the Grand Reef. And if you've done that all, you will get the Sacred Canned Lantern, which I don't think has any benefits to the rod. Then we have part 2. So the first one is in pastel hues where soft light gleams, whiskers drift through iridescent dreams. For this one you will need shiny mosaic or pearlescent fish you can get in the Crystal Cove. So that's just where you have to go for the music venue as well, so that's pretty easy to get. Then we have in the Quiet Deep, a soft lunar glow place dancing on gills that map the night's hidden maze, which is gonna be the Lunar Midnight Axolotl. Luna you can get from appraising, or the Moonlight Search, and the Midnight Axolotl is located in the Desolate Deep as a legendary, which is semi hard to get, so you should definitely pop an Aurora for this run. After that we have in the Shadowed Altar, a frozen shadow glides, gentle in darkness, swift when angered tides. That's gonna be in Frozen Ambush Shark, the frozen mutation you can get from the Arctic Rod with a 100%, and also from appraising, and Ambush Shark you can get in the Keeper's Altar beneath Statue of Sovereignty. After that we have with the Carrot and Beak, moves with grace, rainbow scales shimmering in this quiet place. So, for that you will need a prismatic parrotfish. You can get the parrotfish in the Mariana's Veil calm zone, but you gotta fish 3 exotics for that first, and then you even gotta get some other things, so that's gonna be pretty hard. And the carrot mutation, you can get it at 5% from the carrot rod. And at last we have in Twilight's Hush, the ashen glows unveils, hidden paths in ruins where mystery prevails. For that you will need an Ashen Fortune Twilight Glowfish. You can get the Twilight Glowfish from the Atlantean Storm as a rare, so that's gonna be pretty easy. But the Ashen Fortune, you will need to spend 300,000 on the volcanic rod to get Ashen Fortune as a 30% chance, I think. For this you will actually already get the Nicos Yarncaster rod. But if you want to actually make the rod better, you should get the Clownfish Cat Toy and the Nicos Meowfear. Actually, the Nicos Meowfear is just a title, but you definitely want to get the Clownfish Cat Toy, which is going to be part 3 of the riddle. So, the first one is Frost Route Blaze beneath mirrored skies, colors dissolve where scrunkly stillness flies. So, for this one, you will need a Scrunkly Aurora Trout. You can get the Aurora Trout at the Cryogenic Canal, but only if there's an Aurora, and the Scrunky mutation with the Nicos Yarncaster. Then we have marks like constellations adorned in regal crests, calming the waters where the deep rests best. For this one you will need a Celestial Deep Crownfish. For the Celestial mutation you actually need the Celestial Rod, which is pretty hard to get considering you have to unlock Ancient Archives first and then need to craft it with 2 Moonstones, 2 Moonwood and 1 Ancient Thread. And for the Deep Crownfish you will need to head to the Ethereal Abyss in Atlantis. In dark depths where its glowing eyes ignite a colossal shadow slipping through the secret night. So for this one you will need a dark and ancient death serpent. You can probably guess that by the name. You need the Ancient Death Serpent you can get in the depths, but only if there is an Absolute Darkness event, which just occurs randomly. And the Dark mutation, you can easily get that from the Noir enchantment or just a praise for it. And after that, we have Hexed and Serpent-like. It drifts below, a silent herald where the ocean currents flow. For this one, you will need a Hexed Oarfish. That's probably the easiest of all of this, because you just have to appraise for Hexed, and Oarfish is a mythical in the ocean, which is fairly easy to get. And at last we have a fleeing anomaly hops through the deep, leaping in rhythm where the quiet waters sleep. For this one you will need an anomalous rabbitfish. Anomalous you can get from the anomalous enchant only, and you need an exalted radix for that. And the rabbitfish you can get at the arch, which is located right from Statue of Sovereignty. And if you did all this, you will get the Clownfish Cat Toy and the Nicos Meowfear, which actually buffs your rod. So now let's get into the rod itself. For Nicos Yarncaster, as you can see, you will actually have a little cat next to you, which can actually help you fishing. So yeah, let's start fishing right here, and I'm gonna tell you what this rod does in the meantime. And these are its stats. It has a lure speed of 65, a lure speed of 75, control 0.1, and resilience 35. But you only have a max kg of 10,000. So if we go ahead and cast with this rod and click a few times, we're gonna have this cute little UI for the fishing minigame. And I really like this. Also, as you could see there, the cat can sometimes get pretty angry and just just bites you and then just takes you whatever direction it wants. So that's really annoying sometimes, but it's fine, I guess. And there we go. We just got a Scrunkly mutation on our fish, and it looks pretty cool, not gonna lie. And actually the thing that this cat does is every 60 seconds while idle, 33% chance for Nico the cat to give Nicos Niantic's mutation, which is a 5x, and fish with it have a size equal to its base weight plus minimum weight. And if the clownfish cat toy is equipped, it's a 30% chance for near cosmetics without even the cat needing to do anything. Okay guys, so that's pretty much it for the video today. I hope you enjoyed it, and yeah, I'ma see you in the next one. Bye bye.